Hello everyone! In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to model a low poly PS1 style cat in Blender. We'll keep things simple and beginner friendly as we create the model from start to finish. Let's get started. Okay, so to start let's create a UV sphere. Put it at 8 segments and 4 rings. Let's move this up. Now let's choose the top and bottom vertices and scale this down. Now let's squish this like this. And let's choose this entire loop by holding Alt and scaling this down a bit. Now right click and shade smooth. This is basically it. If you want to have it a bit more defined, you can select this and do Ctrl B to bevel it and do something like this. But I'm gonna leave it like this. Now let's copy it to make the body. To move it strictly in the Z axis, just press Z on your keyboard. Now let's move this down. Now let's make the hands. Let's create the cube and press Ctrl 1 to add subdivision modifier. And now let's choose this to add a loop cut. Add it something like this. Let's lift this up. Right click, shade smooth, and let's scale this down. Now you can notice that the arm has the pivot point over here, and we want it to be over here so that the arm moves properly. To do this, we can go into edit mode, select everything, and move this down. So this orange dot, which is the pivot point, is now over there, and now the hand will be moving like it should be. Let's move this down a bit, just like this. Now let's add a mirror modifier to this. Come here, go to mirror. Now let's duplicate it by pressing Shift D and make the legs. Something like this. Now I think I'm gonna make this head a bit smaller. Should be something like this. Okay, now let's do the ears. The ears are simply a cube. And we delete this side, just delete it, X and faces. Press Ctrl 1 to add the subdivision modifier again. Let's move this vertex down here, this side. Something like this. Let's move this here. And once again, let's add a mirror modifier. Do it like this. Now let's make the stars. Create a circle and set the vertices count to 10. Here is our circle. Let's press R, X, 90 to rotate it 90 degrees in the X-axis. Now let's choose these vertices and scale it down. This way we get the star shape. Now let's select everything by pressing A and extrude it like this. Let's extrude it in Y, something like this. M to merge it and then at center. And let's do the same for the other side. Move it like this. M at center. Let's make sure it's the same on the both sides. I'll make it a bit thinner, something like this, and shade smooth. There we have the star. You can also always change these points, choose these points and scale it up, so that it's a bit thicker. Let's place it like this. Let's place another one here. So something like this. Let's go into shading mode to start texturing it. And let's just start by adding a simple material. As you can see in the reference, the surface is a bit shiny. So what we're gonna do is just create a new material and roll over the roughness. This way we start getting these reflections in the shape. Let's drag the material everywhere, to every single mesh. And for this, let's create a new material and make it metallic. And let's lower the roughness a bit. There we go. Now actually I think the roughness on this is a bit too low. Let's move it somewhere around 0.25 is good. Now to draw the face, what we need to do is first we need to make a UV unwrap of the face. Let's select these edges by holding Alt and then Alt and Shift to select these faces too. Now we do Ctrl E and mark seam. Now this should be red. Just like this. After setting our seams, let's do this one thing. Press Ctrl A and scale, apply scale. This way the UV unwrap is gonna be more accurate. Now just do U and UV unwrap angle based. That's it. Now let's go into UV editing. Here we should see something like this in the UV editor. And what we need to do first is identify which one of the circles is the front. We can do it by clicking on one of the faces here. And we see that these are these faces, meaning that this is the back of the head. We're gonna choose the back of the head by pressing L. We're gonna select everything that's connected. And let's scale it down like this. Scale it down and put it in the corner like this. Now let's choose this. And what we need to do is try to align this so it's facing this way. Do something like this. Put it in the center. Now this should be good. Now let's go back into shading. And let's make sure that this material is unique. Because if now we start changing something to the material, it changes the material everywhere. What we need to do is press this button to make it unique. And now we can change it separately from everything else. We're gonna add an image texture here. Connect the color into base color. Let's create a new image texture and set the resolution to 300 by 300. And set the color to white. Press new image. Now let's go into texture paint. Let's turn this view on. I'm gonna do it like this. And now as you can see, we can start drawing on our face. Let's turn on the symmetry here. And to draw in straight lines, you can do it yourself. But you can also do it by pressing stroke and changing this to line. This way we're drawing in a straight line. Let's do it like this. Actually, it needs to be wider. Let's do something like this. Something like this. Now let's change the color to pink. I'll set this back to space so that we can freely draw. By the way, you can control the size of your brush by pressing F. And let's draw this. And let's choose a bit darker pink. And do something like this. That's basically it. Now let's get to animating and rendering this. Now to animate it properly, we need to parent it the way we need. First, let's select the ears and then select the head. Press Ctrl P and do Object Keep Transform. This way we're parenting the ears to the head, and we can just move the head to move the ears as well. Now we need to do the same thing, but let's choose head and the hands and choose the body and do Ctrl P. Again, Object Keep Transform. This way everything is linked to the body except for the legs. I'm not linking the legs because I'm gonna animate the character moving like this a bit, like he is breathing, so I don't really need the legs to be connected to it. Now let's start animating it. Let's set a keyframe by pressing I. And let's go to frame 120 and press I again. Let's make it so that our entire animation is 120 frames. Actually make it 119 frames. This way it's repeating. Now let's move this up a bit and press I again. This way we have this slow breathing animation for our character by moving up and down. We can make it a bit more noticeable. Moving it a bit more up. Pressing I again. There we go. Now let's do the same with the hands. Press I on the frame 0 and I on frame 120. Now I'll go to 60 and set the hands something like this. Now here is our animation. This is basically it. I only want to now to animate the stars. Again, I'm gonna put a keyframe on the frame 0 and frame 120. Actually 1 and 120. And same for this. And on frame 60, I'm just gonna turn it slightly like this. Press I. And this, let's turn it slightly like this. Press I. This way we have the animation like this. The stars are slightly moving. That's exactly what I wanted. Now let's get to rendering it. To render it, we need the proper lighting setup. So to do it, let's go into world settings in the shading. Set this to world. And let's do an HDRI setup. I'm gonna delete this now, we don't need it. Now let's add an environment texture. And open an HDRI that you have. I'm gonna link a website down in the description where you can download many HDRIs. Now connect this to background. And let's turn this viewport shading into rendered. By pressing this. Here is the HDRI loaded. And what we don't want to see this in the background. We want just the lighting to come from there. And to do this, we need to put a mix shader here. And search for light path. And plug camera ray into factor. Copy the background. And connect it down here to the shader, to the second shader. Now we can set this to any color we want. I'm gonna set it to white and set this to 10. This way we get something like this. Now that we have the lighting, let's get to rendering. What we need to do to render is create a camera. View the camera by pressing this and this to lock it in. Now we can move like normally we move. And move the camera with our view. Let's set this to square. Something like this. Let's make sure the animation is playing inside the frame. Yeah, everything is good. Now after we place the camera, to render this, we just need to go here to the output and select a place where you want to save that. Now after choosing the directory where we want to save, we can render it as PNG and compose it later on in Premiere Pro, or you can change the media type to video and render it as a video. You can also go to the encoding and change the container from Matroska to MPEG-4 to render it as an MP4, which I'm gonna do in this case. Actually, before we start rendering, there is one final thing we need to do. We need to go into the hands and set this subdivision to render it at 1 as well. Otherwise, it's gonna be more rounded and we don't want it. We want the low poly look. So go do this for the hands, for the legs, and for the ear. Hit render animation. It renders like it should, with low poly hands, ears, and legs. And here is the final render. Let me know down in the comments if you have any questions, and also tag me in Instagram if you make one. I'll be very happy to see it and repost that. Thanks for watching and see you soon.